So, hello to everyone. Hope you're having a good day or morning, or night if you choose to watch me then. I'm going through some difficulties right now. You know, my broadband's not working again, for the third and fifth time since I've had it for 3 months. So that's lovely. And then my brakes on my car stopped working, and it's not a simple fix that take the bulb out kind of situation. So I need to go to a garage after this to go get it fixed. So just bear in mind. But I will actually say thank you very much for all the new subscribers that I'm getting. I'm actually really happy. I am posting just one video a week currently, just because I've got like doing other things now on top of everything else, and it's really hectic. But I'm definitely going to be getting back to my 2 videos a week when I get to school, because then I have vlogs. So anyway, so I'm here to actually tell you about the most important thing you will ever need during your PGCE career, so to speak. And no, it's not a laminator. It is not pencils or a ruler. No. Guess what it is?
Come back, well, come back, well, come back to Primary Teaching with Dom. Well, come back, welcome, well, come back, welcome back, well, come back to Primary Teaching with Dom.
This here, record of development, or they call it the ROD. I bet you're asking, why is it the most important thing I need? Well, if you don't really have it, you can't pass the course. So there we go. That's it, plain and simple. So your record of development for your university, so your personal academic tutors who don't actually see you during your placement at all, it is the evidence they need to show that you are a good teacher. So all that work you put in, everything that you put in gets put in here. So this is where you provide all your evidence that you have to show that you are working towards or exceeding, in majority of cases, the teaching standards. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen people have this folder. This is an arch lever, I think they call it, folder. You're trying to attack me, are you? I've seen people have 2 full loads of these. Now my one is, in the scheme of things, if you look at it from this way, is actually thin.
Does it scare you slightly? Does it scare you?
Don't worry, it's fine. It builds up over time, trust me. What you will have first, your university will send you, they'll send you like a record of development booklet, which basically have all the things that you need to include in there. So definitely the first thing you will have is this. So it is the grading students against the teaching standards. So inside, and here we'll have all the teaching standards and all the, the stuff that you will read over the time, and then you yourself will kind of grade yourself. Then you'll go to your mentor and they will fill it in with you. That is to help them with their final grading reports and the reports that you will inevitably get. And yes, you will get them. Your record of development is the most important thing that you will need, because if it's incomplete or it doesn't, or you just don't have it, with all that lovely hard work that you've been doing for the past year, passing your assignments, passing your placements, if it's not recorded in this record of development, you can't pass. They will fail you because they can't see the evidence to show that you're passing, if that makes any sense. Inside you will have your attendance sheets, which is very important because you need to attend a certain amount of days throughout the whole year to pass. So it's basically just a tick sheet situation. We'll also have all your evaluations, whether it is a formal or informal observation by your teacher or your tutor, whoever it might be. Those will be logged. Now, the most important thing to have in there, please, when you finish, the most important thing to have is your final grading report. Now, when I went for my last tutor meeting, I think I should leave it to the end, actually. I'll leave that to the end. Why not? Let's go through the video and then you can scrub all it to the end to find out what I'm going to say. That first section comes under professional practice. So inside your rod, you will have many different slots. So the first one I just described, which is your attendance sheet, your observations, will all go into professional practice. The second bit, unless your university is a bit different, but I think they're all the same in terms of RODs. Yeah. Your initial teacher training practice and subject knowledge development. In this, you will have everything to do with bundles. Now, bundles, I'll go more into it in a different video because I think it's quite an important topic to talk about. But just an overarching idea, your bundles is basically evidence to show progression with children and your progression in teaching, basically. Your next section is academic achievement. In your academic achievement, basically it is the academic side of your PGCE, so all the assignments that you will do, and yes, there is a video coming up about that. Now, your next section that you will have in your ROD, which is lovely, you know, yay, go ROD, is what they call reflective practice. Student practice is where now you have all the evaluations that they tell you to do. So your first placement evaluation, your second placement evaluation, and your third. I know in some PGCE schools you only do 2 placements. I don't know, but even if you do 2 placements, you still have an evaluation to do at the end. It's relatively simple. You don't get graded with it at all, so don't worry about it. It's basically just asking you what you liked, what you don't like, how did you feel, and all that. In your reflective practice as well, you also have many evaluations to complete. So they're called like your ROD performer evaluation, where you will set targets for yourself, and you'll also give it to your next tutor to look at, to help you along, to hopefully succeed and pass in those areas that you're not feeling familiar with or not feeling happy with. Also, on top of that, you will talk about your work-life balance, which many people don't necessarily have, which I find amazing. We'll have SOPs. SOPs are what they call the statement of progress, and you'll have 1, 2, and 3 depending on how many placements you do. So basically that is exactly what I just said. That is a reflection on what you learnt in your placement, targets on what you want to achieve in your next one, and how you think you're going to complete them. Your last section, oh goodness me, finally. Your last section is your interview portfolio material. This is where you will gather all types of evidence to show someone in case you're going for an interview. So this is where you have all the certificates that you have. You know, you've attended this twilight session and that twilight session, which is very long, but you will get all of that. All the after-school clubs that you've done, and you achieve something, you put it in there. All the displays that you have done, because I know some of you out there are beautiful with displays. You also have all your lessons that you've planned that you're so proud of, that you could go to an interview and say, look at this lesson plan and look what I achieved. You have that all in there as well. All your CPD stuff that you will do, so your current professional development time that you will have, which I think is 20% in PGCE. All those that you have achieved, or you've done, or that work that you've gone to, or the different years that you've gone to observe, all those notes that you want to have in there will go in there. Don't be forced to add everything, because 1 is a waste of time, 2 is a waste of time, and 3, you're just stressing yourself out. So that is your record of development. This lovely folder that I keep flicking through, that even in your NQT year you're still going to need, but I don't know if they call it record of development though, but it's a record of all your standards and evidence towards it. So a little bit different, but I can't talk to you about that because I haven't even gone there yet. But your record of development is the most important thing you will ever need, because if you do not have it, or is incomplete, as I said earlier, you don't pass your PGCE, no matter how hard you try. Say start from now. And when I mean start from now, I mean get your lever arch folder, print off your standards, and get all those slots in. Now, actually, don't do those slots, because your university might be different from mine, because they keep changing the syllabus every year. But definitely, I know for a fact, you're going to need you're definitely going to need your What's that thing that I've been looking at all year? Your teaching standards. That is just a given. That you're just going to need to have. The majority of your ROD, you have to do it, but not a lot of it is looked at a lot, per se. The most important documents are looked at, but when I said your portfolio bit, just add what's important to you, they're not, your tutor's not looking at that. Yeah, it's lovely to say, but they're not really looking at that. That's more for you. So don't feel to add every single piece of evidence in life in here, because in all fairness, not all of it will be checked. Put the most important bits in there, which is definitely your observations, your evidence towards each standard and all that. Make sure you put all those in there, but don't go overboard, please, because you're wasting your time. And wasting your time equals time that you could have sat down and had a nice jam donut with a nice double chocolate mocha in bed watching The Always Essex. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like, comment and subscribe. And please do watch my previous video. Go on, it's so interesting. Come on, go watch it. give a boy a like. Anyway, have a great day, and I shall talk to you in the next one. Okay, bye.